So you're a landlord and you have a tenant with Section 8 and that tenant is not behaving, and you've heard that you can tattle on Section 8 tenants. That's one of the beauties of renting to someone with Section 8. So in this video, I am going to tell you how to do it effectively. First, you need to know your role between Section 8, the tenant, and the landlord. And you need to know what to do with the bad behavior so that your complaint is legit. I will also give you my alternative to tattling. And then be sure you listen to the end because there's a catch if you tattle and you need to be aware of it. So let's get started. I'm Monique Burns. My husband and I buy houses in Detroit. We renovate them, we place a tenant, and then I sell the houses to investors all over the country and all over the world, and we make sure that your property management is all taken care of. I'm also on the board of my local RIA group, Real Estate Investors Association. My role is to teach the beginner landlord class, so if you are local, please come on in. We have all kinds of great information at our RIA meetings. So let's talk about tattling. Are you a tattletale? Well, you need to understand your role. So there is the PHA, which is a Section 8 office, and then there's the landlord, and then there's the tenant. And then there's the court. The PHA, or the Section 8 office, is not the court. You need to understand that. You can't go to them and say, my tenant has lease violation, so I want you to kick him off the program. They're going to be like, yeah, what did you do about it? So this is what you have to do. So if you have a tenant, let's say they got a pit bull and your insurance doesn't cover what are called vicious breeds. So what you need to do is you send the tenant a lease violation. You have to put it in writing, send it to the tenant, give them the time to correct it. You need to follow the proper steps as a landlord, just like any other tenant. But you can also take that lease violation in writing and send it to their caseworker and show them this. Depending on which PHA or Section 8 office you're working with, some take them very seriously, some just shove them in a file. But there are Section 8 offices that take it very seriously. And if you get one of those offices, they will send a nastygram to that tenant saying, don't you ever do this again. You could lose your voucher. And after 2 or 3 times, that PHA or Section 8 office can kill their voucher and the tenant's off Section 8. So I have an alternative to going that extreme. Tenants know that I can tattle to Section 8, but I don't necessarily want to do that. I don't see my role as punishing people. I don't like to see people taking advantage of Section 8, but I do like to give people a chance. So I will tell the tenant, look, you've done this lease violation. If you do it again, I'm sending it to Section 8 because we are supposed to as landlords send all of those to Section 8. When you get the move packet paperwork, I have another video about that whole process. But when you get that, one of the things that they do say on there is if there are any lease violations or eviction notices or anything, we're to send it to them. It's a lot of extra work, okay? But I let the tenants know, hey, just so you know, I didn't send it to them, but I really need you to correct it. And they're like, oh, thank you so much. And then they'll correct it. That's typically how it goes. Well, the reason I do that is because there's a catch to reporting people to Section 8. If they get that third violation, or it's terribly egregious, whatever the first one is, they can be kicked off the program, and there you are with them in your house, and they're not leaving, and now you have to evict them, and that's a problem. But if they do get kicked off the program, they all know that there is an appeal process, and during the appeal, the landlord's never invited to this. I don't know why not, but I've never heard of a landlord being invited to it. If I'm wrong and you work at Section 8, please comment below. During the appeal, the Section 8 office has to bring in a third party who is unbiased, and that person hears the case. And they all really do want to get people off the program who are not deserving, because there's so many people that deserve it who are on waiting lists just trying to get on Section 8 who do deserve it. If you want more information about Section 8, definitely check out my playlist. And if you want more videos about it, my next upload is going to be here. And I would love your comments. If you please tell me about it, and subscribe to my channel so you get updates. And thanks for watching.